The birds for us and the state of the birds are in fact the canary for us in the coal mine. And their decline should be a call for America to awaken, to address the challenges of climate change.
And Glenn Olson is with the National Audubon Society, an important partner in this effort as well.
Audubon's been working in bird conservation for a long time. I see some of the folks that worked on our Texas coastal sanctuaries that have been around for almost 100 years, those sanctuaries, not the people. And 100 years ago today, we were working with then President Roosevelt to establish the National Wildlife Refuge System. And Roosevelt did it by executive order, and because Congress was so mad that he didn't do it through the legislative process, they didn't appropriate any money. And so for 20 years, it was Audubon wardens that were managing those refuges that the President Roosevelt has established. He looked at the threats of his time and was visionary in his leadership for conservation of birds. We're expecting the same thing from the Obama-Salazar team in this administration. Extraordinary leadership in the conservation of birds. Today we face the unprecedented challenge of accelerated climate change, putting new stresses on birds that are already under stress. This is a battle that we haven't yet won, but I really think that the private-public partnership that the Secretary Salazar has embraced in bringing together state and federal agencies and the NGOs is the right approach. And as John Hoskins mentioned earlier, we've done this for the last 25 years in addressing waterfowl populations. We created a national North American waterfowl plan in the mid-1980s, and we established joint ventures across the country to work on regional wetland issues. And as a result of that proactive approach, waterfowl and wetland-dependent species over the last 25 years, as was exemplified in last year's report, have responded positively. We've really made a difference when we plan to do it and we take on concerted action. The report indicates that habitats are going to migrate. The birds are already moving north in response to warmer temperatures. We can anticipate this and plan for it. We can develop corridors. We can restore ecosystems. And we can give birds and animals a fighting chance to adapt. This adaptation work can also create new jobs. It's estimated, a recent study showed that for each $1 million invested in ecosystem restoration, 30 mainly private sector jobs are created. And that's an important consideration in this time and age. So, Mr. Secretary, in closing, we have nearly 500 Audubon chapters around the country, including the Travis Audubon Society right here in Austin. Our sisters organizations, the Nature Conservancy and their local chapters and friends groups at their sanctuaries and preserves, the Bird Conservation Alliance, their chapters across the country, all are ready to roll up our sleeves and help you address climate change. And we look forward to the opportunity. Thank you.